The recent budget of British Labour government is typical of what's happening all over the world. This is a Labour government. They've already decided in the past to cut funds for heating for people who need it in the winter. And now they're going to cut funds for people who are disabled. And this is because, well, the budget just doesn't have the money. And they make it look as if they are very brave. We know that this is going to be very unpopular. People have to go through a bit of pain before we can do the things we want to do. In fact, this is an example of prime cowardice because they don't even think to look at taxing the wealthy. This is incredible because this is a Labour government. And it's not even pretending that it's just saying austerity. But here's the thing. I'm not saying that Ukraine shouldn't be supported. They've raised their defense budget a great deal. So there's always money for military. I don't know how that happens. That comes out of thin air. But then we're looking at the budget and we just can't even maintain the allowances for heating, the allowances for people who are disabled. And that, again, reverts to the fact that nobody is willing to look at taxing the wealthy. But what they are doing, I repeat, is not an act of courage. That's what they want you to think. It's an act of cowardice and a total lack of imagination. And by the way, that doesn't apply simply to Britain. All over, people look here in Canada, in the US, people look at budgets and they frame their ideas on what is without thinking of what could be done to change this, because taxing the wealthy on a regular basis could bring in a hell of a lot of money and a hell of a lot of money that could be spent on education, on welfare.